Meet Marjorie Perry, President and CEO of MZM Construction and Management Company in Newark, New Jersey. Perry is a fearless visionary who started her construction company 20 years ago, despite her predominantly male competition. An influential businesswoman, Perry has a proven track record of success, having brokered multi-million-dollar deals with clients, including the Marriott Hotel, the Meadowland Giants, and the Jet Sports Arena. She's a passionate, innovative leader dedicated to empowering women and minorities in business. Find out why she's the boss. Okay, Ms. Perry, I am super excited to talk to you today about your work in the field of construction. But before we get started, first we have to do shoe game check. Tell me about these shoes that you wear in your field.
Well, I wear Timbs,
Okay.
where I wear heavy socks all day long to keep my feet warm. Today I have my cute shoes on.
What shoes are these? Why do you like these?
Well, I love mules because I can slide in, slide out. You never know when you have to go into a business development meeting or meet with the bank, so you have to get your shoes quickly, come out your Timbs, put these on, and do what you have to do. It's what we do as ladies.
Okay, they're easy.
They're easy, very easy.
How did you originally come into construction?
So my original business was a consulting business where I came back to New Jersey and helped other people start their business. And I met two gentlemen who wanted to start a construction company, and I helped them to get the business started. So that's how I kind of fell into doing construction. So what I had to do was buy them out in '94 because they didn't understand it's going to take a process to grow the business. And I started taking classes over at NYU to actually understand the tools of the trade, the conversations of the trade, and how to actually run a construction company.
So on that note, I have to ask you, what is it like for you working in a predominantly male field?
Well, the truth,
That's how we like it on She's the Boss.
I have to go in the men's room every now and then, get my check.
Okay.
Yeah, I just go right on in there. Gentlemen, I'm sorry, just, hold your breath. John, where's my check? I told you I'll be right up. Where's my check, John? Need my check, okay? Now, we can do this easily, or I can stand here until you completely finish. So every now and then you have to assert yourself, because if you don't, they won't take you seriously.
So I'm sure with that attitude, several times you have to combat that label of being the B word.
The B word, the H word, the N word, anything that they can think of at the end of the day when they can't have their way. Okay. And what you have to develop is a thick skin as not to let that bother you. What's the objective? Did you meet the goal? And what do we need to do to follow up on that solution for the next set of goals and availability to complete that project?
So tell me about the company, MZM.
MZM is a diverse company. I believe in having multiple businesses going. We do transportation, we do large construction projects, we do waste, hazardous and non-hazardous waste hauling. I always said residual income is major. And so as a result of that, we have probably about 5 or 6 different facets of our business, including helping other people to start and manage their projects along the way.
Okay, tell me about some of your more notable projects.
We just finished an MTA project in New York. We're doing another one up in Kew Gardens right now. We're about to start up there. We're working for the federal government right now. We're doing flood control down in Atlantic City, Wilmington, Washington, D.C. So we have a plethora of, Continental Airlines when they were building the new airport out there. So we've done very well working for very large name companies and have had succession plans as a result of doing more work out of that.
Juggling from the Timbs to the heels, what's a typical day like for you?
I start about 5:30 in the morning. I start out with my prayer time, and then I go and work out in the gym. We're probably on the phone about 6:45 trying to set up the day. All the projects have to be signed off notably by me. We look at strategy for the day. Can we anticipate what the customer's needs might be, and he hasn't even asked for them yet, so that we can stay on point and be objective at all times.
What would you say has been the single most contributing factor to your success?
Staying humble and never, never, never taking my height for granted. Ever, ever, ever. I come in every day thinking that this is the first day of starting my business. I think that keeps you open, that keeps you progressive, it keeps you clear. So when new ideas are coming to you, you're not already, oh, I know attitude. So that is what's been very supportive for me.
As an entrepreneur, what are some of the sacrifices that you had to make?
Entrepreneurship means that you don't have a life probably for the good 7 or 8 years. Really, basically, I was working 16 hours a day, you know, to make sure that I stayed on point because my failures lost me a lot of money. So that means file bankruptcy, or do you try to get into the trenches and see how you can recultivate that and keep it going? And I'll say the other sacrifice is that failure was my greatest success because out of every failure, I became stronger and stronger and stronger. And I think that was a personal gift that was given to me, that failure is just success turned inside out. And out of those great sacrifices, long hours, now I'm able to give back in a much bigger way.
What advice would you give young females, young budding entrepreneurs who want to enter into their own business?
They have to get over being selfish. When you go into entrepreneurship, it's got to be selfless. You have to go in hearing what the other person is saying, what they really want. Your idea could be the greatest idea in the world, but if nobody cares, because you didn't hear what the customer wants, your success will not be but for short term. And then the last thing I would say, learn patience and perseverance. No one has patience anymore. I didn't get here overnight. This was a long, slow, gradual journey to get here. But now, just like construction, you have a solid foundation. You can build upon that. It can fall a little bit. You can straighten back up. But if you're looking for the Jay-Z, Beyonce kind of life in 15 minutes, which, by the way, they didn't get there in 15 minutes. People just see the end result. You've got to build that foundation. Take your time. Get great mentors, you know, and listen to the mentors. Don't come back with, I know, I know, I know. And then I think that you will be success and have the longevity that you're looking for as an entrepreneur.
I think I found my new mentor. And thank you for watching this episode of She's the Boss. You can watch other episodes at madamnoir.com. In the meantime, be sure to follow us on Twitter at Madam Noir and like us on Facebook.